And it's constructed in 3 pillars. Bakit para siyang MacDo, pero hindi na.
Oo nga, MacDo.
So it represents Mindanao. Kasi nung araw, meron tayong Mindanao, the town, and Mindanao, the island. Yung Mindanao, the town na yon, it's the vast Cotabato, or the what we call the Empire Cotabato. Mindanao Cotabato is still undivided. Kasi ngayon meron tayong north, south, Sarangani. But before, that is actually the Empire Cotabato. And that is probably, they call that one Mindanao town, the Magindanaos. And the center of trade and commerce is in Cotabato City. No? So that's it, that's our logo. And this is actually our storyline. So this is our message to the world. This is our cultural highlights. Because in 2014, that is the centennial celebration of the province. 100 years anniversary. It's the only province kasi that retained its name Cotabato. The rest is, meron ng Sarangani. Pero yung ating Cotabato province, Cotabato pa rin. But it's a province. So we're celebrating that every September 1. That's why malapit na. So during 2014, that was the centennial celebration. We have the search for centennial, everything that is centennial. Centennial people, centennial houses, centennial heirloom, and the response, particularly the centennial heirloom, is very positive. Many brought their heirlooms here. So that's the time that Museo Kutawato was conceptualized to preserve those heirlooms. So it is actually composed of a team. We call that one territorial team. It's multi-sectoral. Every sector is in society. So sila yung unang story, the story of the Museo Kutawato. So ano yung story nila na galing talaga din sa story ng tribe people. So dito tayo magsisimula sa mythology of the Kutawato peoples. Ito yung origin ng sino ba yung naunang tao dito talaga. So this is evident, no, sa story ng dalawang brothers. Nagkukuha na din mga, wala ko na nagkukuha. Hardware na ko. So this is evident, yung origin of Cotabato people is evident in the story of two brothers. Yung pinapanood nila ngayon. So this is Mamalo and Tabunaway. Both brothers. Tabunaway was converted into Islam during the 15th century upon the arrival of Sharif Kamunsuan. So we have Islam religion that started in 15th century. And Mamalo remained to be in their traditional faith. So this is a 5-minute animation presentation which can be viewed in our film theater. We have cinematic room doon. So ito hanggang doon, this is actually the galleries na nasa taas. Etong Rema-rama is an Aromanen term. Actually, Rema-rama is Aromanen. It's a term for art. So we just adopted art gallery or Rema-rama gallery. Pamuanan is a Manobo term. It's a Manobo term for gardens. So we just adopted Pamuanan gardens because we have a garden outside. Okay. So it's a showcasing the different ethno-linguistic groups to our neighbors. So this one here hanggang doon is actually the galleries na nasa taas. So this is the first gallery. We're featuring here, we're showcasing Sultan Muhammad Dipatwan Kudarat. He is in the 15th century of the Maguindanao Sultanate. And he is the one who started the trading system. And evidences of objects like prehistoric plates, prehistoric jars were excavated near what they call the Bagsakan or the marketplace before in Cotabato, which is actually in Simway River. Is the mouth of the Pulangi River or the Rio Grande de Mindanao. That's why yung mga objects na doon na-excavate natin. And this is evident, these are letters, meron mga kasama to sa taas. These are evidences of letters. This is a product of our intensive research, and we researched this one at the British Museum. So open naman to sa Google. So nakita natin ito. This is one of the evidences of the trading that Mindanao is already in the world during this century. Started by Sultan Kudarat. So 15th, 17th na ito. This is actually a letter of Sultan Amiruddin to King George of England. This is the seal of the Great Britain. Okay, so these are the evidences. We cannot understand it. It's in Jawi Arabic script, but it's all about trading. Okay, so this is another gallery that showcases the different phases of diversity. As I have said, we have 24 ethno-linguistic groups in the province. And those 24 ethno-linguistic groups have still sub-tribes. Because, for example, we have Pulangi River. The people living in that area in Pulangi River are called Pulangayan. Then we have Tinanan River in Arakan, one of the municipality here. The people there are called Tinananon. So that's how diverse the culture of Cotabato province is. And we are showcasing it here in this gallery. And what is this? This is actually a culture of the Manobos before that they use this one as their secondary burial care. Yes. We have one object sa taas. And this is anthropomorphic to specify that the bones inside is of human being. So that's why. Because Kulaman Valley, Kulaman and Minubo are living in boundaries of Bukidnon and Cotabato province, and ang lupa doon is very rich in what they call limestone. So this is made of limestone. Okay, so this is again another gallery that showcases accounts of gift giving. Because upon the arrival of the migrant settlers, particularly in 1912, we have accounts of the arrivals, particularly in Tikit, one of the municipalities here. And one person who is instrumental in their arrival is actually Dato' Piang. Dato' Piang or Amay Ningka. When you say Amay Ningka or the great grand old man of Cotabato, that is actually Dato' Piang. And he is a product of the trading. Why? Because Dato' Piang is half Chinese and half Maguindanaon. But, of course, nasa Cotabato, so naging na siya Maguindanao. That's why siya yung nag-invite ng mga Cebuanos from Cebu to pupunta sa Tikit in 1912. So, kung makikita mo, there are 120 families actually in 1912 who arrived in Tikit. And Dato' Piang is instrumental in their arrival. And upon their arrivals, binigyan sila ng mga lupain, ng mga objects na like this one. This is actually a mamaan, orbital nut case. Made of brass materials. And we have a collection sa ating exhibition room. It's a talam. It's actually a 1912 talam given by a Maguindanaon family to an Ilocano families from Zambales in 1912 upon their arrival. So it's really that in that period of our history, we have paghinatagay and we have gifting. Kapagangaya is a Maguindanaon term for gifting. So there are accounts of kindred of reciprocity during this time.
I'm sorry, question
okay.
Those times, that year, during sa trading, isang mga products na trade?
More on mga Chinese. We have collection of Borman jars, Guangdong jars in China, diba? We have prehistoric necklaces like Manjapahit beads from Java, Malaysia, ganon. Ganon yung mga dala-dala nila. And then we have plates. Yung mga plates na yun is ma-identify mo yung kanyang edad. At edad ng plate na yun, prehistoric.
But let's say, sa Cotabato, simula product nila before.
Actually, wala sila yung product. Murag na reciprocity of mga spices.
Spices.
Murag barter na. Pag-abot sa ng product, ilang of mga spices. So, nauna siya.
Okay, thank you.
And then we are here already. So this is a gallery that showcases people's connectivities. Because there are certain objects that being made by a certain tribe to reach out other tribe. Like this one, this is actually a Maguindanaon handicraft being made not for Maguindanao alone, but for other tribes also. No? And we have a simple illustration of connectivity in our exhibition room. We have a Bobobo, Tagabawa, dyan sa may Bulatukan, di ba? Nakikita nyo maraming mga baskets, mga bukang. And then, yung mga tao dyan are actually Bagobo, Tagapawa. So that's their craft, your basket making. And then, those baskets or bukags can reach even as far as Pikit, a Moro-dominated municipality. So ano yung ginagawa ng bukag na galing sa Tagabawa, papunta ng Moro? Yun naman is nilalagyan ng kanilang mga isda because Pikit is marshland, wetland, so madaming mga freshwater fish. So ganun yung ating simple illustration. A Bagobo Tagabawa na object is ginamit ng isang Moro. So there is people's connectivities, no? So meron akong nakita na isang wooden mortar, inuupuan ng isang bagoba na babae. And then when I asked her, ano yung inuupuan mo? Kasi pangit na siya masyado. Actually, this is Luzon, sabi niya. And then, this Luzon is 1940 na Luzon. Then, yun daw is ginamit ng kanyang kapitbahay na Moro, kapitbahay na IP, kapitbahay na Christian, in pounding coffee. So, I asked her, sabi ko, pwede ba hingiin ko yan? Kasi behind that pangit na siya, ang kanyang appearance, is a beautiful storyline. Yung story niya. Kaya nandoon na ipapakita ko na niya.
Sorry ma'am, what is this?
This is turong.
Turong is what?
Is a Maguindanao term for food coffee.
Okay.
Okay. So, eto naman, these are our accounts of wars. When you say Cotabato, the connotation is war time.
Yeah.
Okay? So, to erase the misconception about Cotabato, we put this line here. No? Para naman maipakita natin na hindi naman puro wars ang Cotabato. No? So, this is a term, Maguindanao term for trials of misunderstanding. So, we just put it that way. Yes, we really experienced wars during the Japanese-American War, then we have the Tribal War, Civil War, but those are all challenges to our unity. Because once upon a time, we have kindred reciprocity. Once upon a time, we have people's connectivities. But those unity were being challenged in war. No? So, ito, makikita mo dito yung mga kagamitan during World War II, yung photos, because we just doesn't use objects para sa ating mga messages, but we use text on the walls. To really makuha mo talaga what is the message behind. So, kagaya dito, we exhibited also photos during 2008 Pikit War. So, merong mga barangays affected by war before sa Pikit. And then, by the aid of a priest, Father Bert Layson, siya yung nag-initiate ng isang grupo na pupunta dito to have conversations and dialogues on peace. Kaya nagkaroon sila ng peace declaration. So, after that, yung Pikit is wala na tayong masyadong kaguluhan ng mga passers-by na now. So, yung exhibit namin na photo during war is para maipakita natin that during war, lahat talaga is nagawawa, lalo na yung mga kabataan at mga matatanda. But, there are pockets of unity inside the evacuation center. No? Kasi kahit na may war outside, but inside the evacuation center, the tribe people eat together in one utensils, sleep together sa isang quarter, kanilang mga anak, play together. So yun, nagluluto sa isang lutuan. So there are actually pockets of unity, pockets of harmony inside the evacuation center. So sabi nga ni Father Bert Layson, in war, the real enemy is war itself. And then meron din siyang sinabi doon na, if you can be trained for war, why can't you be trained for peace? So parang realization, awakening, sa lalo sa taga dito, na we have to embrace kung ano yung proper, ano yung talagang gusto natin, yung handle natin sa Kutawato. That's why we put this photo here, because this is an evidence of reconciliation, evidence of restoration of relationship. Bakit? Because this is actually the leader of the Ilaga. an Ilonggo movement against Moros during the tribal war. This is Commander Bukay. But after serving many years in prison and after his release, nagkita sila ng isang Italian priest, si Father Peter Jeremiah. Kasi kasama niya yung pinatay noong 1984. Mayroong pinatay na pare si Father Tulio Pavale. Pinatay ng mga ilaga. And then eating even daw mga internal organs such as that. So upon his release, this priest kasi pare na so he just pronounced forgiveness to this man. So as with our government, we still have naman effort to reconcile, to bring back through discussions, through our dialogues, conversations, sa ating mga peace processes, and to empower yung IPs natin, both the IPs and the Moros. So yun yung ating gusto sa Cotabato, yung handong natin sa Cotabato, that we will be undividable against this war. So ito naman, ang approach dito ng ating museum is immersive because we are contemporary. So we have different approach, hindi na tayo yung makaluma. So we have to step on the floor lead while there is a drone presentation during Kalibuman para parang nandun na din kayo sa celebration namin. We call that one Kalibungan. It's a Manobo term for festivities. No? Kadayawan is mong Japan siya ng gagawin yung for festivities. So, amin dito is Kalibungan. So, malapit na September 1, so we are celebrating that one. We also call that one Magsinadya. Magsinadya kita. No? So, you step on the floor then. And then, you don't have to pass by the both sides. And then, if you want to have souvenir photo, make it mobile video. Okay? So here, this is a wall. Again, this is participatory. The approach is participatory. You have to write your name in this wall, and then any statement about peace or about your visit to the museum. Then we will upload your name in our system. We have a website, www.museokutawato.gov.ph. We have a portion, Storytellers of Peace. Then by writing any statement that can inspire others or your name, then we will upload it. Then you will now become part of the Storytellers of Peace.
Wow, very nice.
So that's our storyline actually, and we still have to develop some.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my stand and go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine, another reason to breathe this air. And now we made for ourselves. This won't be the last time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, I knew it when I met you. I'm not the only one who's wrong. Promise you to take me home. I knew it when I saw you. I'm not the only one who's wrong. Tie me to someone who will love me. I wanna see you more than this.